This is Lori.
This is Peter.
And this is Hamilton.
And we are back with Action Heroes LA with our latest movie review. This weekend was Girls with Guns, Kick-Ass Assassin, Female Women Power Weekend as we watched not only Black Widow, but Gunpowder Milkshake. Gunpowder Milkshake stars Karen Gillan, Lena, Heady, and more familiar, why got me interested in this movie. You have Carla Gugino, Angela Basset, and Michelle Yeoh in roles, and also Paul Giamatti. And it seems to be about a young woman who is the daughter of an assassin who grows up to be a paid killer, and during a job ends up saving a little girl. So, anybody want to start with Gunpowder Milkshake? What'd you think?
I do. So we had Angela Bassett as anime.
You gotta go straight to that. Right.
So I just love that.
Right.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
And I cracked up when she came. They said the name anime, and Angela Bassett comes out. And if you don't get that reference, I don't know what world you're living in. But Hamilton. You thought it meant anime. Well, this movie seems like it was. I thought it was watching this movie. I thought it might have been based on a graphic novel. It has that kind of stylish feel and look to it.
Yeah.
And influenced by like anime films, which could have been another reference to that name.
I mean, there's definite references to anime and probably manga. Like she's eating the cereal and it's got
it has the like Japanese writing on the box.
Japanese t-shirts with Japanese.
There's
text.
the little cell phone that looks like Hello. It's not Hello Kitty, but it's like this stuff's like that's kind of stuff you kind of see in Japan. Really.
A lot of cutesy, stylistic references, I think, to anime and anime influences, but yeah, I mean, like if I'm the kind of viewer when I'm watching a film like this, I'm thinking like if I'm watching John Wick, I'm thinking you have to be you have to be oh man, I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, you're losing words like me tonight.
Yeah.
Have to be in a mindset. What? Oh, no.
No, you have to be like a psychopath to be an assassin.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at John Wick. I'm looking at this character. They don't seem like psychopaths. This girl seems like a normal girl. But if you're doing all of that, you're not going to enjoy this film. This film is not to be taken too seriously. It's a fun film. It's entertaining, only if you don't overthink it. And so I say that to say when I stopped thinking about every little detail and I just started paying attention to the characters, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed they do give good motivation and background on characters enough so you can believe that they're real, however you want to believe they're real. But the thing that makes this film for me is the action. They had some interesting scenes in this film that I haven't seen in any action film like this before. The scene where she can't move her arms and she has to fight
Well, I have to tell you, after seeing the trailer, I was dead set I have to see this movie. But I thought it was like a 007.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be this serious. She's going to kick ass. And it's just going to be really, really cool. When I first started looking at the movie, I was going, what? Which way are they going? What's going on? But 5 minutes into it, I was like, oh, this is really cool. And to me, it was kind of like a deadpan, just let's do it. We're trying to take from this one and that one and have some fun. Paul, what's his last name? Giamatti. I love his writing. I wasn't always
writing?
Yeah.
The actor or
no, he's actually a writer.
On this?
He's no. Well, he might have even wrote on this.
I don't know.
But he's an excellent writer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His acting, I've been kind of up and down with his career. But today, I was like dead on it. I was like, oh, this guy has found the perfect role. Everything he did. So I was there, but I absolutely love this movie.
Okay.
So I was right on it. I was right on.
Oh,
it.
you were into it. So,
Yes.
actually, so I had a different one. I saw the trailer. This movie is exactly what I thought it was going to be from the trailer.
Okay.
My response is a sort of a mixed bag. It's more style than substance, but that's the intention. They're not worried about this movie being anything more. It's just like cool looking scenes. And cool action. It's gonna be an excessively violent movie. I was expecting that. It was totally exactly what I was expecting. It didn't quite hit the mark for me because I think if you're gonna do something that's more style over substance, you have to have a lot of amazing style and action and everything. And the action kind of fell flat for me in a lot of scenes. That I didn't think. I thought the lead character, the girl, the Karen Gillan, I didn't really care for her that much. I didn't think she was all that interesting to watch, and particularly doing action. Especially you got like freaking Michelle Yeoh in your movie too. It's kind of that's some big action shoes to kind of live up to. Not that they're doing comparative action.
Right.
But there were certain scenes, and there was one scene. There's this fight in a bowling alley. Looks really cool. Everything looks great. And they filmed the fight scene like I always hope they film more fight scenes. They do like the full shot. You can see all the action. But when you do, you got to have people who can move. That the movement looks really good, and it just. And it looked like a lot of stutter steps, and like you got to have that big fluid, overemphasizing the action. And I didn't. It just didn't look good to me. It's like, she would have this person. They would have benefited from that quick cut action cutting. And in some of the later scenes, they do that, and that looks a lot better. Right. Now, I will say the final kind of action scene it's great. It's amazing. And it's kind of reminded me of this is the scene they dreamed up and they built the movie around to get to this scene. This is the scene that they wanted to film, so they had to come up with something to come up with that point. Like you said, there is character motivations. You understand. I didn't think there was much character development. There weren't interesting people at all. No. But like I said, you don't have to be if this movie is like everything's on point and just exciting to watch. And because some of the action wasn't, I was a little disappointed.
Maybe I'm a little corny, but I like the cute little girl character. She kind of carried a lot of the scenes for me because she played her character really well. And
I've seen that kid in other stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, so I thought that dynamic of her and the main character, the female character, really made it just made it fun to watch. It's definitely a Netflix and chill type of movie. If you're at home and you're with a few other people and you just want to watch something that's lighthearted or whatever.
Yeah, it's a summer movie, a summer action movie that's not too deep or heavy, and it's, like I said, it's stylish. And that style over substance.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh yeah. This movie wasn't written. It was just let's do stuff.
Yeah. Chloe Coleman, I think the little girl's name is.
Now the one thing that they didn't do that I think the last scene just was begging for, they didn't shoot the guy in the butt.
Oh!
As he jumped through
I
should
have totally
They
we
should have
were all
shot him
watching
in
that.
the
Is
butt.
she going to shoot him?
She's going to shoot him.
But she did shoot him, and
ass.
she shot him through his leg, so that's close enough, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's close enough. But that scene just begged for a butt shot.
Right.
In the butt.
Laurie,
Reminds me
you
of a song,
commented.
but I
Yeah.
remember.
One thing I noticed throughout the film, you commented early on about the slow mo. There's a lot of slow mo motion in this film.
Yeah, he's like,
A lot of that.
There,
You know.
and a lot of movies do this. It's like,
Yeah.
there's all this action. It's like, oh no, they're the person's in peril and,
Right.
and almost gonna die, and the people who are coming to rescue them, they'll show them walking in slow mo, and it's kind of like, if you walked faster, you can help them
right.
out. But
I
it's
think
just-
this filmmaker technically, he's got good chops as a director, as a filmmaker, but I mean he's not
visual style.
Yeah, his visual style
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah,
but
it's fun.
I don't think he's doing any. He's not breaking any new ground necessarily. But that's okay.
I think, but if you're going to have, I think you kind of have to, if you want to really blow people away. If you want to blow me away,
Yeah,
you're
well-
going to have to break.
well,
If
I mean-
you're not going to give me any substance, I'm fine if you want to just do style, but you're going to have to blow me away with some of the stuff. And
Well, like,
that didn't
he
happen to
did
the
do
last
some-
action scene for
he
me. I was
did-
like, all right, that was really cool.
the action scene where she doesn't have any movement in her arms.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I thought that
was
pretty
unique.
good.
That was that was new. That was
Yeah.
something. I'm just saying that throughout the whole movie, you had like some like I just like, man, that bowling alley scene should have been amazing because it just the set design, everything,
Yeah.
how it was shot.
It
and
seemed like
then
he didn't
just
try to use the bowling balls at all.
The actual choreography, I did not like. That's
Yeah.
my personal thing, and most people won't
Well,
notice that.
And I wonder now, especially with us talking about it, if a lot of that was planned, that a lot of offness was planned. Because the last scene where there were 2, maybe even 3 very good dialogues going. And there was supposed to be a dot to show you can die right here. Remember that the dot, the glowing.
Oh,
from-
right.
Oh, right. Okay.
To me, where he had his pajamas open. The dot should have been right there, where everyone can see it. Well, maybe when they looked at it, maybe they did do it. Maybe it was just off. But the dot should have been right there.
9mm with the laser sighting.
Yeah, but it was off to the side.
Okay. Well, you're getting in the heart.
Yeah, but to
Yeah,
me,
heart shot.
right? But to me, for dramatic purpose, it should have been right in the center, or like you just said, maybe right in the forehead to show.
Now, yeah, and you kind of had to see, okay, what is she talking? You had to kind of like, the dot wasn't like very prominent. You kind of
Right.
like, what are they? Okay, I see a little tiny laser dot.
Okay,
She's
it's-
got something laser sighted at
Yeah.
him, and
It's like, yeah, I wouldn't.
and kind of
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You. Okay. But it doesn't show the audience danger right here. It's just kind of like, can you move it over just
Right.
a little, just for
Just
dramatic.
just so you can see it. Like,
Yes.
you want to,
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
You had
So-
to kind of squint, and we're
so
looking
I-
at it on a pretty big size screen.
I think throughout the movie that was done, and that's why I didn't get my butt shot.
You're obsessed with booties right now.
I'm just saying a bullet should have went through that butt.
But
It was just right there.
what
I mean-
in the butt? Have you heard
I
that
mean-
song? What in the butt?
I don't know
I'll say
about
this.
what in the butt,
I'll-
but Eddie Murphy had this song.
Doing no, that was doing.
I'll
the butt.
say
That
this,
was-
y'all.
No, that's
I think this.
Days or whatever that
was it?
Spike Lee movie is.
Oh,
School
School
Days.
Days.
School
The butt-
Days.
School Days.
Yeah.
Another classic. But
Yeah.
go
I
ahead.
have a theory, y'all. I believe this filmmaker is, to
And-
some extent, trying to avoid cliche, and that's why, for example, like I mentioned, I didn't mean to talk over you earlier, Laurie, but in the bowling alley, I noticed they didn't use the bowling balls throughout most of the fight sequence until the very end.
Yeah.
But we were all kind of probably in the back of our minds expecting them to be fighting with the bowling balls. Or
I actually didn't even think about it.
okay, because I was like looking at it like they're in a bowling alley and there's all these bowling balls.
I was like, oh, bowling ball. Yeah,
and they're fighting hand-to-hand combat. It's like, when is she going to pick up a bowling ball?
I was just distracted because I was like, all right, they're doing, this is not looking as good, even though they're shooting it like I love.
Right.
I wish they shot more action scenes.
Right.
In Hollywood movies. But so the director is Navot Papushado. Not familiar with him.
I noticed, like I was gonna just mention, I noticed, like you mentioned at the end when he jumps through the window and she shoots at him. I think I was thinking the same thing, Peter. I was thinking like, hey, is he gonna get shot? Is she gonna shoot him in the butt? And then so if she did, it would have just been kind of like, oh, see, I saw that coming. You know what I'm saying? So I think to some extent he's avoiding doing what he thinks the audience is expecting him to do.
Kind of like songs and comedy that we've seen that here they're going along, they're rhyming everything, and the one thing that they can rhyme with at the end, they do something else.
Right.
I got it. She should have still shot him in the butt. They should have still used the bowling balls.
Okay.
They should have put the laser pointer right there on the middle of the chest or the forehead.
Well, to add to what I just said, I would even go as far as to say that I think a lot of the style in this film is driven by this need to be kind of different and kind of subvert people's expectations. It was
kind of like a 21st century noir mixed with...
I'm using the term subverting expectations. Who there was some filmmaker who was talking about subverting expectations. I'm sorry. I'm gone tonight, y'all.
What are you doing? Are you bringing up Rian Johnson or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Last Jedi moment. But no, I mean, like you got the scene with the guys, and they got the Frankenstein and the Dracula and the werewolf mask. It's like, what point did that serve other than to be weird? It was just,
it's because I think it would look cool.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you have to accept that that's what it is.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But like I said, you gotta, because you're not gonna offer any substance. I'm fine with that. That's not your intention. Mm-hmm. But you're gonna have to bring it better with the action all across the board. It's just too uneven. I didn't think the lead actress carried the action really well,
right?
Or kind of had enough the charisma for me to enjoy.
I was waiting for Michelle.
It was like
Yeoh to shoot him in the butt.
like, she got a chain.
You going back to that?
She got to.
Pretty soon you'll be talking about Rosie Perez. I shouldn't.
Why wasn't Rosie Perez in this?
Rosie Perez wasn't
but
in
like
this
you
movie?
compare like Lena Heady, who is known for in Game of Thrones, she was great in this. A lot of the other characters were great. It was great to see anime come out. Animes pop up and it's Angela Basset and
I will say this: the bad guy in this film is not really all that bad, I guess, or he's not really a villain in the true sense.
Who, Paul Giamatti?
He's more like her boss / friend or something.
Well, he turns out he is the guy who turns on her, and he's controlling. Well, he is. I mean, he's doing business, and like, well, you got in the way of me doing business, so I had to do away with you.
And business is business.
And and here we go with that. Let's talk agendas because you guys were like, I didn't feel like there was as much. I mean, this movie is clearly saying men are bad, and they didn't need to stop. They're in control of everything and fuck it all up, basically.
Right.
And women need to fight.
They really fucked up that last scene. They brought knives to a gunfight.
I mean, they don't hide the fact that there's a feminist overtone throughout or a theme throughout the film.
Right, they don't. But they don't. Yeah, it's not.
It's not overt. It's not. Right. It's not.
It
aggressive.
Is overt, but it's like nothing in this movie is. Everything in this movie is overt.
It's just celebrating this feminist type ideal of.
Oh right, yeah, badassery and being able to.
They needed to have
like I said, that's.
If they had Nike, anime would have been done.
And
she would have shot him in the butt.
Anime kicked Ike's ass. Come on. Which is why you put Angela Bassett in this movie, because she was ripped in What's Love Got to Do with It.
Exactly. Hey.
There was something else I wanted to bring up.
She couldn't catch
Okay,
Ike.
good. So we were talking about after the movie, we had a discussion. What I thought this movie felt like was, because there's some Tarantino vibes, but it's not exactly trying to be it's not trying to be a Tarantino
I don't think anyone
movie,
could
but
do Tarantino.
what I thought it was, this guy wanted to do the actual movie Fox Force 5 that Tarantino is mentioned in one of the Kill Bill movies.
Right.
So it's this movie is like a character in a Kill Bill movie who tells a story about these badass women, and that's the film that this guy made.
No, but
the story the characters in.
No, that was in Pulp Fiction.
No. Oh yeah, no, he's right. Right.
Fox Force 5 was in Pulp Fiction.
It was in Pulp Fiction. That's
you
correct.
said I said Kill Bill earlier.
But he got the inspiration to do Kill Bill from doing that in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
But I thought Kill Bill was before Pulp Fiction.
No.
It was.
That's happened later.
It was
Really?
a few films after.
Yeah.
After Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Which one came out first?
Pulp Fiction came out in
Reservoir
like
Dogs
1995, something like that.
94,
1994.
95, yeah.
And Kill Bill came out like 10 years later, or like 1990, not 2003, 2004, something like that.
Well, I
about
saw
10
them out
years
of
later.
order.
No, but definitely
You're out of order. You're.
Whoa, that's
We're throwing all kinds of
Everybody-
non sequiturs. And
all right, let's wrap this up. So that's
all over the place.
Gunpowder Milkshake. It's on Netflix right now. You don't have to pay an extra $30 or anything like you do for Black Widow. But it's a fun movie. Watch
fun.
it.
It's fun.
Tell us what you think of it in the comments. You know, it is what it is. It doesn't pretend to want to be anything more than that, and that's cool. I just wish some of the action scenes didn't live up, and the main actress just weren't quite. I wanted a little more from them. So,
I agree, Laurie. I would say if I were really being critical, I would say this film was lightweight.
Yeah,
but sometimes
summer
you want
movie. It's a violent, action-packed summer movie with badass women. You check it out. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
We out.
We out.
We out. How do I stop this?
I don't know about y'all, but I think we should.